When my parents were married in 1934, one of the traditions, at least in that day, was that they received a picture of the Sacred Heart for their home. And over the years, it was always hanging in a prominent place in the house. In our house, it was the kitchen, because that's where everybody gathered, and Mom was a good cook. And then when I moved to my apartment, what did my parents give me? But a picture of the Sacred Heart. And I've carried that with me, but it's a great joy too. And as I look upon it, when we look at what was happening a few years ago, a few years before his death, Pope Francis wrote an encyclical called Delixit Nos. You can find a copy of it if you go to the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops website. It's his fourth encyclical, and it's called He Loved Us. That's how the encyclical starts. Delixit Nos. He loves us. And the writer, or some of the people who talked about this particular encyclical, said he knew he was coming to the end of his life, and he wanted to reveal to us his thoughts about the gospel, his prayer, and how much, the image of Jesus meant to him. And it happened to be written during the celebration of the 350th anniversary of Jesus' appearance to Margaret Mary Lacroix in 1673, and when he revealed his Sacred Heart to her. I happened to be visiting Montmartre in Paris, and of course you go to Sacré-Cœur, and dummy me, I never thought about it. I walked into the church, and what do I see? But a beautiful statue of Margaret Mary holding the Sacred Heart up in her hands. I have a picture of it over there on the communion rail. And I thought, oh my God, this is Sacred Heart, Sacré-Cœur on Montmartre. And leave it to the French to build a church of love on the Hill of Martyrs. Even though we are suffering, the love of Christ will overcome that suffering and bring us new hope and life. And I'd like to think really, what a beautiful image. No matter where we are in life, the heart of Jesus is with us. And I'd like to share with you a few things one item from this encyclical that the Pope speaks about. He talks about St. Margaret Mary's account is powerful and deeply moving, and it quotes from her. He revealed to me the wonders of his love, the inexplicable secrets of his heart, Sacred Heart, which he had hitherto kept hidden from me, until he opened it to me for the first time, in such a striking and sensible manner that it left me no room for doubt. In subsequent appearances, that consoling message was reiterated. He revealed to me the ineffable wonders of his pure love, and to what extremes that he had led him to love mankind. What a beautiful imagery of Jesus' love, how he reveals it to us. And I happened to be visiting a friend of mine, Father Luke Camelli, the other day, and when we were talking about the Sacred Heart. Don't ask me. It had nothing to do with this feast day, but we happened to get onto it. And of course, I got home, and what did I pick up out of my mailbox but a magazine in which he had written an article about the Sacred Heart. If you get Lumen Cordia, it's in there. If not, you can probably get it on the Archdiocesan website. But I'd like to, he was a great theologian. I met him in 1978, and he was my teacher in the seminary. But I'd like to read a paragraph that he wrote about. Karl Rahner was a great theologian in the last century, and he had a great love of theology, but also a love of the Eucharist, the love of God, and the love of Christ. And according to Rahner, devotion to the Sacred Heart enables believers to anchor themselves in a true sense of the humanity of Jesus, who is, of course, true God and true man. The human heart of Jesus, who is one person, encapsulates both his human and divine love for us. In the most extraordinary way, the infinite and otherwise inaccessible love of God becomes close. And accessible and even palatable for us in the heart of Jesus. When we look at devotion to the Sacred Heart of Jesus in this way, it is clearly an essential part of our spiritual journey. What a beautiful image again. And if you look at the readings today, the love of Christ is exemplified, especially when he tells us to feed his sheep, take care of them, look for the lost ones. All the readings today dealing with being shepherds. And that was part of the ministry of Francis. Get to know your sheep, smell them, get down with them, work with them, welcome them. And now Leo is doing the same thing. There's a beautiful image of a picture of him with Wellington boots on, with water up to his ankles, visiting a village in Peru that had flooded. He got to the people. He didn't stay in his palace. He went to the people and took care of them. And each and every one of us, if we are going to be lovers of the Sacred Heart, need to feed the sheep, need to take care of them, need to welcome them home, need to make them feel wanted. What a great joy, what a great celebration. Yeah, let's really remember, each of us carries the heart of Jesus in us. Let us show our love as Jesus showed his love by his passion, death, and resurrection. And remember the great works of the men and women who have gone before us, who gave us access to that Sacred Heart. On a more light note, at one time in Ireland, if you went into a pub, there was always a picture of the Sacred Heart over the bar.
Thank you for participating in this production of our virtual Mass. Your presence means so much. Every day, so many parishioners connect to OLPH through the digital ministry. The digital ministry is one of almost 80 ministries supported by the parish. That's why your support of the parish is crucial, so we can continue to have the resources to fund all of our ministries that touch the lives of many. Thank you for watching, continue to watch, and thanks again for your support.